My name is Reverend Brian E. Smith. I'm Director of Community Relations and Strategic Partnerships at the Chicago Theological Seminary. Permission to Rest is an opportunity for us to encourage a culture of wellness and wholeness, specifically for those who lead in our faith communities. It's an opportunity for us to give them permission to Sabbath. Quite often we find that clergy persons work very hard and they have high demands placed upon them, and rarely do they take the opportunity to care for themselves. So what we want to do in this space is let them know that they are just as important as the ministries that they strive so hard to support and care for.
To walk with God is ultimately to be in the presence of the presence. When we as preachers walk with God, when we give ourselves permission to Sabbath, people will walk by us and say, "The presence of the Lord is here. The presence of the Lord is here."
You gotta heal the inside and the outside of the situation. Quite often, those of us who are engaged in equipping leaders, particularly leaders with an activist and prophetic orientation, function only on the exterior manifestation of what is going on. But there are interior aspects of the social order and interior aspects of us as leaders, and we must attend with care to the interiority, and that's what this initiative is about.
The work of clergy goes 24/7. There are always challenges. They always respond to familial crises, community issues, and we can't anticipate when those issues might emerge. So clergy have a very difficult time carving out space during their weeks just to care for themselves, to rest, to sleep, and to recover. So what we want to do is change that paradigm to let the community know that we have human beings that are committing their lives to a very special cause, but their lives should be included in their work. And so we want to ensure that we care for clergy.
I really want to fill the gap between where I am at now and where I want to be at. I found the way to fill the gap to pursue wellness through this retreat.
We wanted to have a comprehensive conference that would allow us to look at the entire body, both in terms of meditation, focusing on one's vocation, and then of course the physical aspects of health, including diet, rest, and recovery.
I would like you all to repeat after me. When I eat better, I will feel better.
When I eat better, I will feel better.
So we tried to cover a broad range of areas of wellness, including a massage therapist. We're going to do some dancing. As you can see, we're relaxed. We're going to make sure that we focus on how we eat. So we'll have a presentation by a chef to show how we can make healthy meals quickly. We're going to have a juicer to talk about the advantages of juicing and how we utilize fruits and vegetables in order to enrich our bodies.
Lord, if you lead me, I will not stray.
My name is Dr. Janet K. Copeland, and I am a resident of Richmond, Virginia, student. I just graduated in 22 from Chicago Theological Seminary with my doctorate degree. We were taught today that a lot of people, a lot of clergy feel that they need permission because we feel like in the churches, especially if you're a pastor, you really can't, the church can't run without you being there. But there comes time where even Christ took a sabbatical to get away from people. Because you're dealing with spirits, all kind of spirits when it comes to the work of the ministry. And believe me, you need time. Juicing teaches us how to take care of ourselves in a different way of eating. We're using everything from the earth, and that's what God says, live off the earth.
Certainly the juicing, getting the right nutrients, the idea of meditating, the idea of sharing ourselves with others beyond just going through the motions, but really being vulnerable with other people. With Dr. Braxton, the idea of we need to be present to be in the presence. It's making me rethink everything that I do and how I have robbed myself and robbed my people by not being more serious about it.
It's okay for the pastor to take the break, to get the rest, that they're not a superhuman, they're just a regular human that needs the same breaks that everyone else. And so grace needs to be extended on behalf of the members so that they respect the pastor's family, that pastor's time to spend with family and to replenish and refresh, and to provide resources so that the pastor can get away, get some rest, relaxation, get a break, and the pulpit still be supplied, the ministry still move forward.
My name is Dr. Kate Lassiter. I am the Senior Director of Lifelong Learning at Meadville Lombard Theological School and also a yoga and meditation instructor. Yeah, meditation and yoga is a particular kind of spiritual practice that has traditional roots in the Indian subcontinent, but has application and has moved all around the world. And it's just a wonderful way to connect with yourself, with your community, and then with God. Look, it has physical benefits, it has physical health benefits, it has spiritual health benefits, and I think emotional health benefits as well. So it's a way to regulate and a way to really attend to the self, to care and nurture for the self. And we do it in a community. So that's the beautiful part of this, is that it's also held in a communal kind of sense of care.
Wellness is a journey of awareness. Wellness is not perfection. Wellness is not just excellence. It's a journey. Permission to Sabbath is exactly that. Giving yourself permission to take time to be the best version of yourself. That best version of yourself can include rest, relaxation, restoration. It can include incorporating the aspects of physicality, some type of resistance training, emotional, some type of how do I feel about today, psychological. How am I thinking? Am I thinking the best version of myself?
I'm guilty of feeling like if I didn't do it, it wouldn't get done. And revelation is, hey, if I don't do it and it doesn't get done, maybe God didn't want it done in the first place.
We need to create in our religious communities permission structures. Permission to allow those who are leading and facilitating to take some time off. I used a wonderful quotation and thought from Rabbi Abraham Heschel, who in his wonderful book, The Sabbath, says, the Sabbath is that radical idea that God can handle the world for 24 or maybe even 48 hours without us. So I am hopeful that communities will create permission for their leaders to take time to heal, to rest.
We have to be careful about thinking about God and what we're able to do, limited by our humanity, instead of opening ourselves up to the process of faithfulness, of coaching, with the empowerment of the Spirit, to enable ourselves to do things that under normal circumstances we would never do.
I am deeply concerned about the health and the livelihood of those who serve others, whether it be in a church context, whether you be a chaplain, whatever the case may be. I am very concerned about caring for faith leaders. We need faith leaders in order to help our communities thrive and grow. And so we will have healthy communities if we have healthy faith leaders.